Hi Year 2, this is your Messy Maps task. And because it is a Messy Map task, and I'll explain more about that in a moment, what actually it involves, but just to let you know, this is going to be over the next week as well. Okay, so for your DT next week, we're not going to post anything up because we expect you to carry on with this project. It can be as big or as small as you make it, as you want it to be, but also because it requires gathering some materials as well. So you might want to spend today just planning and looking at what resources, what things you can get hold of to make it, and also give yourself time to make it. Don't rush it. So what I want you to do is make a map, and it obviously isn't going to be to scale, but the first thing you need to do is choose where do you want your map to be of. So you could choose a room in your house. It might be your bedroom or the sitting room. You could do the kitchen. Or you might like to do an outside area, so it could be your garden. A map of your garden would be lovely, or maybe a park that you visit over lockdown. It could be the sketch map that you did on Monday. So you might want to make a messy map of your sketch map. It's up to you which you choose, any map at all. Remember, a map is when you're looking down on something, but because this is a messy map, we're going to make it into a bit of a 3D model. And that's what we're going to decide now, of what type of model would you like to make. So there are lots of different suggestions. You need to decide what materials you want to use. Now I know that there are lots of you who have Lego and you love using Lego, and that's probably one of the easiest ones to do and not so messy. So why not try to make a Lego map of wherever you choose, your bedroom, the garden, the park, or your street map. How would it look? And what you would have to do there is plan, look at the blocks and think, well, is this going to be a shop? Is it a road? Is it a bed? Is it a piece of furniture? So decide on what each piece of Lego is going to represent and how you're going to build it. How big is it going to be, or how small is it going to be? You might want to use Lego and something else. So if you look at the picture that we have on here, you have one of a garden that's just out of Lego, and then another one which uses Lego pieces to build the buildings or the objects on things like the trees, but the rest of the map has been drawn. So that might be an idea. So you might be able to do a mix of two types of materials. Another idea is using something like Play-Doh. There's a picture here, I know, is a very young child who's made a road of out of Play-Doh, but it got me thinking that maybe, you know, you could do make some different objects, furniture if it's an indoor, or make the grass out of green Play-Doh. You can make your own Play-Doh if you know how to. You can easily Google the recipe for making Play-Doh. It's very, very simple, with flour and water and some food colouring and lots of salt. Or as you can see, this one is a display that I've got here from a classroom, but again, it's another idea where they haven't made 3D models of the buildings. But if you look, you can see that they're sort of just paper cut out, like tabs that have been put onto the side of the road. So you could maybe do a very similar one of your sketch map, making it so that it stands up 3D by making a little tab on the side. So what you need to do is decide how you want to make your map and what materials you would like to use, and gather them together. So if you're using Play-Doh, you'll need to get the ingredients to make the Play-Doh. You might want to use things like straws, cardboard tubing, so the inner of kitchen roll or toilet roll. Bricks, you could use play bricks if you've got a younger brother or sister. So you could draw the map on a piece of paper and then use bricks to represent the buildings. And it's completely up to you, again, how you approach this messy map project. What you will need, first of all, though, is something to use as a base. Now, that might be a roll of paper. It might be something, if you get lots of things delivered, you could take a box and you can collapse the box down, and you could use this as a base, depending on how big or small you want to make it. So you could always sellotape lots of boxes together, and if you did that, you would make a bigger base. And you can start by sketching your map of your room or wherever you are making it, sketch it onto your base, and then that's when you think, what are you going to use to build up the roads, the trees, the houses, or the furniture? So the design is going to be in your hands. The materials you use are the ones which you can have access to, and ones that you would like to use. Ones, you know, if you love Lego, then go for Lego. Finally, when you've made your map, we would like lots and lots of pictures of your maps that you've made. We all know that it's very soon that you're all coming back to school, and at the moment our classrooms haven't got very much on the walls. So it would be nice to have some pictures of some of the things that you are making. And at the moment, because we're looking at maps, it would be nice to have some of your maps on display. So Miss Golding and I will print off the photographs of your final piece, and hopefully have them displayed for you all to look at and enjoy when you get back. Now, on here, there's other suggestions of how you want your map to look. We really look forward to seeing you all, but also to seeing some of your designs that you make. Remember, this project is going to take us right up until Monday the 8th. So you have got lots of time to plan, make and finish your map. And hopefully you'll have lots of fun doing it. Looking forward to seeing your designs, your messy maps, and seeing you all soon. Bye for now.